Hello my subscribers and my viewers, welcome to my video. So I noticed this channel that he uploaded some video about exposing fake YouTube polyglots. This channel, Joe Sabensky, exposing fake polyglots by becoming one myself. Then on the picture he wrote, fraud, I speak 14 languages. And it's not because he wants to say that he can speak 14 languages, but he wants to say that he's exposing the fake polyglot YouTubers. But then he will actually show a video that I have seen before on Luca Lamparello's channel. And I'm not sure if Luca Lamparello is in the video or not. I think maybe, I did not remember. But Richard Simcott is in the video, and some other guy, I'm not sure who he is. And they were speaking 16 languages for like 12 minutes or something, or 13 minutes. 16 languages for like 13 minutes, 2 or 3 person, every language for less than 1 minute. So it means every person will speak every language for like what, for like 15 or 20 or 30 seconds, every language for each person. It's just some bullshit. And then this guy, he will actually say something, like he will say some confusing things, like I cannot remember. I will show you the video now, but I'm not sure if he's supporting them or what, because I think I'm not sure if he's totally honest, because you also have some video here. Look, how I became fluent in Spanish in less than 2 years. I think he's full of bullshit. Like, I think he's not telling the truth. And he don't have so many videos on his channel. He only have like 20 videos. And just something about Duolingo. Look here, the first one, I finished Duolingo Spanish in 24 hours. So just because you made some Duolingo Spanish for 24 hours or 12 hours, actually the video is 12 hours. Just because you did some Duolingo for 12 hours or 24 hours in Spanish, or practice Spanish for a few weeks or few months or something, doesn't mean that you became fluent and high level in Spanish. Even if you practice Spanish for 2 years, like you say, then I'm not really sure if you became fluent, or I don't think you became fluent. Maybe you became beginner or a little more than beginner, just conversational. You can see you have many different videos about this, like I speedran Duolingo for 10 hours straight Polish. So are you learning Spanish or Polish? And you also have something about Portuguese. You have something about Spanish and Portuguese, and also this Polish. Fluent Spanish speaker speedruns Duolingo Spanish. The title fluent Spanish speaker. So he called himself fluent Spanish speaker. Is he really fluent, and did he really become fluent in less than 2 years? I'm not really sure about it, because I think it takes longer time than 2 years, and he actually said less than 2 years. How I became fluent in Spanish in less than 2 years. I think it's full of bullshit. And tell him it takes more than 2 years to become fluent and high level in Spanish or any language. So are you fake too? Because you say he exposed the fake polyglots in the other video. So I asked him, are you fake too? Because I'm not really sure if he really became fluent. I think he's full of bullshit. And then someone write in Spanish, then of course he will respond. And he only respond with saying thanks a lot, like that in Spanish. Why he responded the Spanish comment and did not respond the English one? Because he want to show, like, look, I can speak Spanish. And maybe he can speak some Spanish, but I'm not really sure how much. I don't believe that he became fluent. I think he's full of bullshit. But let's take a look on the other video. Let's not concentrate on this one. Let's also see here, this is his channel, slightly above mid-tier content about languages. And he don't write where he is from, but I think he's from some English-speaking country. I don't know if he's from USA or not, but I think maybe. Then look here, let's see then also his playlist here. Look, this one, speedrun Duolingo Portuguese, speedrunning Duolingo Portuguese. I tried speedrunning Duolingo Portuguese. So now he say that he's fluent in Spanish in less than 2 years. Then what next? Next he will say, oh, now I also became fluent in Portuguese after some months or after half year or 1 year. He will say I became also fluent in Portuguese. Then after some time he will say that, oh, now I also became fluent in Polish, because he has something here about Polish. I speedrun Duolingo for 10 hours straight Polish. I think he's full of bullshit, but I don't know. Maybe he is honest and real person, but I think he's not totally honest, because that's what I will show in this video here about exposing fake YouTube polyglots. Let's see this one. Here he will show himself that he just read from a script to show how it looks like. Look here, pretending I know Polish, the lowest one. And also this one, becoming a fake polyglot. Then he will read from a script, then he will not read it so good. But of course, if it's first time he read it, even if he practiced very little Polish, then maybe he did not practice the pronunciation so good. But the polyglot YouTubers, they practice the pronunciation for a longer time and practice the script for a longer time, so they will sound more convincing. Because some people, they will just say bullshit. Look here. Looking at a script doesn't necessarily mean that you don't speak the language fluently. A script, of course, helps you not to go off the topic. Yeah, it's right, and also it's wrong. It's right that you can read from a script and still know how to speak the language. But when they do that in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, 50, 100 languages, and then reading from a script and editing in many languages, and never show any proof that they can really speak the language without reading from a script and editing, then it's bullshit. That's right, even in my native language I could use a little script so I can be more precise and don't go off topic. Yeah, you can do that in your own language or in 1 or 2 other languages that you can actually speak. But if you do it in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, 50, 100, then it's bullshit. It's really sad. Languages are genuinely really cool. They could be putting in the effort to actually learn them and actually be able to speak to more people instead of doing this bullshit, to be honest. So I think there's a difference between faking being a polyglot and only being A1 in a dozen languages. One is deliberately dishonest and the other is just someone honestly trying to learn a lot of languages at the same time. I don't even think they are A1 in many languages. If they say they can speak 10 or 12 or 15 or 20, then I think they are only fluent in 1 or 2 or 3 languages, and then maybe 2 or 3 languages A1 and the rest just faking it. So they're not A1 in 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 languages, maybe in only 3 of them or 4 of them, and the rest is totally fake. And then this clown here. So you really just convinced me that the polyglots aren't faking. Very funny. If you struggle that badly with one Polish paragraph, then reciting 16 paragraphs in different languages definitely requires skills, time, and hard work. Nobody said that polyglots had to be native fluent or certified translators in every single language they spoke. There's such a thing as different levels of fluency and conversational skill. The fact that it isn't gibberish means they aren't faking it or aren't faking. Are you expecting them to be able to do random passerby's taxes for them before you will see them as legitimate? Yeah, bullshit with you, idiot, man. That's the problem, that there are too many idiots who cannot use their brain, or else there are some of the scammers or scammer supporters, or some people who want to make the same kind of polyglot channels, and that's why they will say bullshit nonsense. He said that he is convinced that the polyglot YouTubers aren't fake because this guy had problems reading the Polish text. So what if he had problems reading the Polish text? The polyglot YouTubers, they will write down a script in Spanish, Italian, French, German, Portuguese, Arabic, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and many other languages, and they'll practice each script for many hours, many days, many weeks, until they sound convincing, and then they'll keep editing and repeating until it sounds almost 100% correct. So they can fake it, you clown or scammer supporter. And then one of the scammers actually comment the video, this one, Life of Jama. But look here, I also comment the video, but I think I'll delete the comments again because he don't even respond. I told him they are scammers and fake, and one of the scammers actually commented on the vid or on your video pretending to be honest. And the one I'm talking about is this Life of Jama scammer. And the one you showed in your video aren't legit, they are fake. So why did you say that they are legit? Because in the video he will say they are legit, even they are fake. They will speak 16 languages, then he will say they're legit. And this Life of Jama, you are fake, you are some fake shit human. Multilingual nerd, yeah, scammer nerd man. He's a scammer supporting the other scammers. Look here. Can Luca Lamparello actually speak Russian? Can Milovic actually speak Russian? Can Steve Kaufman actually speak Russian? He's making videos with the other scammers, helping them. Can Wuta Corwin actually speak Russian? He will confirm that two scammers can speak Russian. What is your level in Russian? I'm sure you will say it's C1 or very high or something. I did not watch your bullshit videos. How it feels to learn Russian, and this fake clown here, he will pretend that he became also fluent in Russian and something like that. They're just some fake assholes, man. Maybe he can speak a little Russian or practice some Russian, but then they will fake it. How I learned Russian with fluency with Duolingo. Yeah, bullshit with you. Learn Russian to fluency with Duolingo. They're just some bullshit humans. He will practice some Russian on Duolingo and watching some YouTube videos or whatever. Then he will learn some beginner stuff in the language. Then he will pretend that he's fluent in the language. All those clowns, they will just pretend that they became fluent. Oh, here also Steve Kaufman and Language Simp. Trolling Russian girls with fluent Russian on Omegle. Here also with Kazoo languages. Can Kazoo languages actually speak Russian? Can Iklal actually speak Russian? American speaks Russian. Yeah, American shit scammer, man. He will make videos with other scammers and saying that they're good in Russian or that they can speak Russian like that. They're just scammers supporting each other, and I'm not sure about this channel here. I think he might also be fake, because I've watched the Spanish one and it was not really a video speaking Spanish. It's more like playing Duolingo in Spanish, and then same time he speaks Spanish when he's playing Duolingo. And I think he's faking it and reading from a script, and it's actually full of edits. So I think he's also totally fake, and that's why I think he pretend that he want to expose the polyglot YouTubers, same like Metatrans Academy do, and same like Language Jones do. They pretend that they're exposing them, or they're saying that they're fake, but then same time they will actually defend them and say that they're real, because he will say that they're real, this clown here.
Go right, but again, I don't actually know Polish. Okay, well, there's only one way to do this, and that's to just go for it. I actually do. I could not have a conversation. If you put a Polish person in front of me and asked me to understand them, I would have literally zero clue. Okay, so we have this little script right here that I wrote out, and honestly, we're gonna keep this dead simple. I'm just gonna plug this into Google Translate, and I'm going to read it off of a script, and we're gonna see how well I actually do. Oh boy. All right, so I am roughly familiar with some Polish pronunciation. Okay, I've tried to do Polish on Duolingo, right? But again, I don't actually know Polish. Okay, well, there's only one way to do this, and that's to just go for it. I think to make this easier, we're going to set the phone up.
He said that he did some Duolingo Polish, some Polish on Duolingo, but he don't really speak the language. And I think it's the same with your Duolingo in Spanish and in Portuguese. Maybe you learned a little Spanish, but I don't think you're fluent. You say you became fluent in less than 2 years. I think you're full of bullshit.
In a way that I can just like kind of read the script without you telling. Na imię Joseph jest polyglota. I think it just looks like I'm looking at the script. I need to fix it. Maybe the further back I am, right? It's got to be believable. You got to actually think that I know what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm kind of trying to rearrange things, and what I'm realizing is that trying to fake one of these videos is even less about knowing the language and trying to just make this believable. So what I've got is like right next to the camera, I've got the script.
Yeah, that's how you fake it. That's how you fake it, guys, man. That's how you fake it, man. That's how you fake it.
So, like, I don't know how to get around the fact that looking at the script just looks like I'm not looking at the camera, like I'm reading something. All right, here we go. Cześć, mam na imię Cześć, mam na imię. Dni, ale już biegli. Wow. Że nie mówię źle. Okay, I feel like I'm doing a caricature of a Polish person. Okay, I'm sorry, not trying to offend Polish people. There's so much like sh and ch and like zh in this.
Yeah, he make it look like it's very difficult to fake it. He make it looks like it's very difficult to fake it. So those idiots will say that they're convinced. Look here, that they're convinced that you cannot fake it. So really just convinced me that the polyglots aren't faking. If you struggled that badly with one Polish paragraph, he do like this, so people will say like, oh, it's very difficult to fake it. Then if it's so difficult to fake it, then the polyglot YouTubers cannot fake it. Yeah, bullshit. It's easy to fake it if they practice the script and practice the pronunciation, and some of them, they talk with other people who can speak the language, then they will help them. Or they will talk with some italki teachers who can speak Italian or German or French or like that. Then the italki teacher will practice with them how to pronounce the words. And then you say if they have some italki teacher, then they also learn the language. Yeah, they just learn some basic language, like some few words and few sentences. But then the italki teacher will write down a script on a higher level, on a very high level. Then they will practice that script with the italki teacher how to pronounce it. Then they will make some fake videos reading from a script and editing, pretending that they can speak 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 languages. Then this clown here will write that, oh, now he's convinced that the polyglots aren't faking it. or aren't faking. Yeah, bullshit with you idiots, man. And maybe he is also one of them using fake account. Maybe he's one of the polyglot scammers using fake account. But you never know who this person is when they use fake accounts.
Language. It's a weird tongue twister. Okay, so as I do more and more takes, I think the key here really is to sort of be reading ahead and then look around sort of, and that maybe makes it look a little bit more believable. Okay, so here it is, the final take that hopefully is believable enough. Doesn't look like I'm looking at a script, even though I am. Cześć, mam na imię Joseph i jestem polyglotem, który mówi 100 językami. Mówię po polsku języka, którego uczy się 17 dni, ale już biegle władzę. Zdecydowałem się uczyć języka polskiego, ponieważ moi przodkowie pochodzą z Polski. Mam nadzieję, że nie mówię źle. W końcu nie jestem native speakerem. Wątpię też, czy większość że was mówi po polsku. Więc nawet jeśli mówię źle, nigdy się nie dowiecie. Alright, I think one of the takes in there has to be good enough. My final point to this video, maybe it's not even what I initially intended, okay, because actually reading a language that I don't know off of a script that I have to make it look believable, like I actually am not just staring at a script, maybe is harder than I thought. So maybe all these people farming views and money with these fake polyglot videos, maybe there's something to it that I'm just not cut out for. Either way, I hope this was a fun video. I thought, so maybe all these people farming views and money with these fake polyglot videos, maybe there's something to it that I'm just not cut out for. Either way, I hope this was a fun...
Yeah, fuck you, man. You are supporting the scammers, you fucking shithole, man.
I thought, so maybe all these people farming views and money with these fake polyglot videos, maybe there's something to it that... I'm just not cut out for. Either way, I hope this was...
Yeah, you're full of bullshit, man. Full of bullshit. You're full of bullshit. I think he's helping the fake polyglot YouTubers by making it look like, oh, it's difficult to fake it. It's very difficult to fake speaking a language. Oh, if he cannot fake it, then how can the fake polyglot YouTubers fake it? Then they must be real. Just some idiots, man.
This was a fun video. I hope this was informative in some way on a topic that at least is very interesting to me. And if you enjoyed this, please subscribe for more language-related content, and I will see everybody in the next video.
Yeah, fucking idiot, man. Let's take it here from the beginning. I will show you that he will show a video that is on Luca Lamprello's channel with Richard Simcott and another fake polyglot, and I'm not sure if Luca Lamprello is also in the video, but let's just take it here from the beginning and see this.
If you've been around YouTube very long, it's very likely that you have been recommended a video where a hyper polyglot goes on camera and speaks 7 languages at once, 16 languages at once, in some cases over 20 languages at once. While some of these may be true, they might be extending the truth a little bit.
Some of them may be true and maybe they're extending the truth. Yeah, bullshit with you, man. Because you're one of them and you're also lying. He said that he became fluent in Spanish in less than 2 years. It's also a lie. He's full of bullshit, man.
To provide a little context around them to help you better understand what's real and what's not. So in this video, we're going to watch some of these Polyglot Speaks a Million Languages videos to analyze kind of what is realistic and what's not realistic. We're going to hear it from these polyglots themselves, because some of them self-admittedly don't even speak every single language fluently. And then finally, at the end of this video, I'm going to learn a language that I do not know and speak it in front of the camera, come up with something to say to show you that it wouldn't be that difficult to fake being fluent in a language that you actually don't know for views, for money. If you like this content, please subscribe, and let's get to the video. All right, first up, we have a classic Polyglot Speaking a Million Languages video where hyperpolyglot speaking in 16...
Look, this one. This one was Luca Lampriello and Richard Simcott, and I'm not sure who is the other guy in the middle there. And I think I've showed this when I showed the videos about Luca Lampriello. I think I showed something from this video here. If you look at my playlist of Luca Lampriello playlist on my channel, I think I showed something about this video here.
Languages. Okay, this is the hyperpolyglot. This is the guy that's going to be speaking.
The clown in the middle. The clown in the middle, they say that he can speak 16 languages and he's hyper polyglot. And before each language, he would just move in front of the camera and say one or two or few sentences. Then they'll stop the recording. Then they'll start another recording and then say something in another language. And then every time he'll just read the script before they start the recording. But I want to show something here also. Look here, wait.
All right, first up, we have a classic Polyglot Speaking a Million Languages video where hyperpolyglot speaking in...
Look, this one. 16 languages in 13 minutes and 20 seconds. You can see here 16 languages. They'll speak 16 languages in how long? In 13 minutes and 20 seconds. Every language for less than a minute. Every language for less than 1 minute. Every language for less than 1 minute. That's not really a proof of being able to speak a language. And they'll just edit between every language. They'll make one recording. First he will read what he will say in the language. He will just read his script. Then they will start the recording. Then he will go in front of the camera and say one or two or three sentences or something in the language. Then they stop the recording. Then he will go and read a few sentences in the next language. Then they will start the recording. Then he will go in front of the camera and say the next 2 or 3 sentences. Then they'll stop the recording again. Then he will go and read the script again in the next language. Start the recording again and say those few things. And they keep doing like this with every language. Just some faking shit.
16 languages. Okay, this is the hyperpolyglot. This is the guy that's going to be speaking in all of these languages. We're just going to watch certain clips of him speaking in the different languages. And one of the things I want to point out that I think lends a lot of credibility to this video, and I think lends something you should look out for when watching these videos, is what is the actual format of the video. In this video, the format is that this guy is going to speak, actually have conversation with different people in different languages, kind of one after the other. All right, so first up, he's going to be speaking Romanian.
Okay, I posted a video because there was some stupid YouTube advertisement. Let's go back again and play it again from here. Actually have conversation with different people in different languages, kind of one after the other. All right, so first up, he's going to be speaking Romanian. Yeah, just some bullshit. Like there was, before they start this recording, then he will look and read the few things that they will say, and he will tell this guy, like this guy in the video there, he will say the few things that he just read from his script. Then after they finish saying those few things, then they stop the recording, then they make a new recording in another language. I think there was some editing there. It's just some fake bullshit. And I'm not sure if he's looking down and reading a script there. But it's just some bullshit nonsense. Why is he looking there to the left side? I think he's looking at something. I think he's looking at a script to read.
Okay, the first thing I want to point out is that this guy right here, he's clearly speaking pretty quickly, like he's not really holding back when having this conversation. That is going to be a huge tell of whether or not someone is at least decently fluent in a language. Is not just can they speak it, but can they understand it. This clip is actually very representative of, I think, one of the more important, larger points that I want to make in this video, which is that when you are a beginner learning a language, you start off learning some of the more common words. These are going to be your more basic words and phrases like, hi, how are you? I'm doing good. Thank you, please. Things like that. So one of the things that you need to look out for when watching one of these hyper polyglot speaking a million languages videos is what words they're actually using. Okay, and here he is speaking Hungarian. I want you to pay very close attention to the actual words he's saying and think about.
It doesn't really matter what words he's using, because they can practice a script saying some difficult words. They can also practice a script saying some difficult words on a high level if they practice some sentences on a high level that they memorize.
Kind of the difficulty of what he's saying.
Köszönöm szépen. Azt mondom, hogy mióta tanulsz magyarul, és hogy miért tanultál? Tanultam 5 éve otthon Olaszországban a Kölnben, és van pár barátom Budapesten, és gyakoroltam egy kicsit. De a magyar nyelv nagyon szép, de nehéz. Gondolom, hogy a magyar nyelv a legnehezebb nyelv a világon. Hát talán a kínai talán. De Európában egy biztos, hogy különleges nyelvtelen. Igen, de gratulálok nagyon jó. Köszönöm szépen.
Okay, so in that clip, he didn't really speak that much, which also is kind of like a red flag. I'm not saying at all that this man does not speak Hungarian fluently, but it's just an important thing to note when watching one of these videos. The point is that if all you're saying to the camera is that you learned the language with a book and you've spent 6 months learning the language or 2 years learning the language, and it's a lot of fun, and you love the culture, just because you know how to say those things does not mean that you could actually hold a conversation. Now, I'd like to move on to another part of this video, which is a dead giveaway for the fact that I think this guy's actually legit. Okay, so here he is speaking Portuguese.
Did you hear that? He say that he actually think the guy is legit. Or legit. It's just bullshit. He's not legit. Just some bullshit, man.
Does not mean that you could actually hold a conversation. Now, I'd like to move on to another part of this video, which is a dead giveaway for the fact that I think this guy's actually legit. Okay, so here he is speaking Portuguese. Okay, see, he's admitting it. He's admitting that he doesn't speak it super well. So the title of the video is Hyper Polyglot Speaking in 16 Languages, which might lead you to believe that he's going to speak fluently in all of these languages, but the fact he's actually admitting that he doesn't speak it Portuguese fluently is reassuring that he is for real. But I just want to recap the sort of...
Bullshit with you, man. Bullshit with you. Just because he say that he's not good in the language doesn't mean that now he's legit, then he can speak 16 languages. Just because he practice a script, just because they write down in the script that he will say that he's not so good in Portuguese and he's just learning it, it doesn't mean that, okay, then now he's legit and can speak 16 languages, not even at low level. They just practice a script saying those things. And I think you are helping them to fool people. I think you're one of them, or maybe you're not one of them yet, but you want to be one of them. Maybe you made this channel here, then you pretend, oh look, I learned Spanish in less than 2 years. I became fluent in Spanish in less than 2 years. And then you want some attention to your channel. You want some attention to your channel and you want the other scammers to support you. Then you make some video supporting them. When you make some video supporting them and saying that you think they're legit and making this and saying that that it's difficult to fake speaking a language and all this nonsense, Even he did say that in the start he said that you can fake a language, but at the end he made it look like, oh, it's difficult to fake speaking a language. Like I say, like it looks like he's supporting what they're doing. I think he's supporting what they're doing, so they will go watch his channel and they will say, oh, thank you for supporting us. Then they will subscribe to him and make him become their friend like that. I think he's full of bullshit, and I think he wants to be one of them if he's not already friends with them.
3 main points, all of these languages, but the fact that he's actually admitting that he doesn't speak it Portuguese fluently is reassuring that he is for real.
So because he admit that he don't speak Portuguese fluently, then it means that he is real and legit and can speak 16 languages. Like, what kind of bullshit nonsense is that? You're full of bullshit. You are full of bullshit. So if I make some videos pretending to speak 10 or 20 or 50 languages, then if I say that one of the languages I'm not fluent in this language, then it means that I can speak 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 or 100 languages just because I say that about one of the languages or some of the languages. Just some fucking bullshit people, man.
Just want to recap the sort of 3 main points, 3 main takeaways from this video. First up, ask yourself, what is the format of the video? Is it just someone speaking?
Yeah, bullshit with you, man.
To a camera directly, them by themselves in a room, or is it someone actually having conversations with other native speakers? Because if...
Yeah. Having conversation, some fake conversation, they plan together a 13-minute video. 13-minute video speaking 16 languages, and there were 2 people speaking. Every language less than 1 minute, and there are 2 people speaking, and the other guy was speaking more than him. It's just some bullshit.
It's just them sitting in their room. It's sort of inherently more questionable whether or not they're actually truthful. Because as we'll go over in the later...
Yeah, bullshit with you and your bullshit nonsense.
Part of this video where I do that, where I try to fake learn a language. You can do many things. You can come up with a script and read it off a prompter. You could just practice rehearsed lines. The second takeaway from this video is look at the actual words the person is saying. If all they're really...
It doesn't mean anything, and doesn't matter how high level of words or which words he's using. If you want to practice saying some difficult words, someone can write down a script for him on high level in Spanish or Portuguese or French or German or Japanese or whatever. They can write some script on a high level, and he can practice that script and how to pronounce it. Then he can say it. You're just full of bullshit. I think you're supporting them and you're one of them. Or you want to be one of them. One of the scammers, one of the people from the language learning scam community.
Saying in each language is kind of like the same thing, where they're telling you they love the culture and the art and music from this language. They love watching movies and TV in that language, and that's what got them inspired. None of those things are very indicative of someone's actual fluency just because you can say you love movies and TV. And then the third takeaway from this video is how confident does this person actually seem? Because in this case, Emanuele here, he actually admits that he is not super good in some of these languages, which, humility, I would say, is a great indicator of someone's actual knowledge in a particular subject.
Yeah, bullshit with you. Bullshit with you, man. Bullshit with you, man. Bullshit with you. And you can see he was near from the camera, suddenly he's far from the camera, because he also edit. But I don't care about he edit, because now he's just speaking in English and he's not pretending to speak some language. But the thing is that you're full of bullshit, and I think you're one of them, or want to be one of them from this language learning scam community. You're just some fucking bullshit guy, man. You say, if they say some things that is not just beginner stuff, then it means they can speak the language. And if they're honest and say that they're not fluent in some of the languages, then it means that they're honest. No, it doesn't mean that they're honest. You're just some bullshit, man.
Okay, and we have made it to the part of the video where I am going to attempt to...
Okay, I post the video again because there was some fucking annoying YouTube ads again. Because he puts some ads every few minutes, this idiot, man.
Thinking that I of someone's actual knowledge in a particular subject. Okay, and we have made it to the part of the video where I am going to attempt to trick you into thinking that I speak a language fluently. So I think the language we're going to attempt is Polish. I actually am Polish myself. My grandparents spoke like a little bit of Polish to me growing up, but like I could not have a conversation. If you put a Polish person in front of me and asked me to understand them, I would have literally zero clue. Okay, so we have this little script right here that I wrote out, and honestly, we're gonna keep this dead simple. I'm just gonna plug this into Google Translate, and I'm going to read it off of a script, and we're gonna see how well I actually do. Oh boy. All right, so I am roughly familiar with some Polish pronunciation. Okay, I've tried to do Polish on Duolingo, right? But again, I don't actually know Polish. Okay, well, there's only one way to do this, and that's to just go for it. I think to make this easier, we're going to set the phone up in a way that I can just like kind of read the script without you telling. Na imię Joseph I jestem Polyglota. I think it just looks like I'm looking.
Okay, I already showed this bullshit, so just forget it. First, when I see the video, I was thinking like, maybe he actually want to say something bad about the polyglot YouTubers and saying that they're fake. And then this clown will say that, that this guy who say he can speak 16 languages in 13 minutes, and there are two people speaking in 13 minutes, and 16 languages in 13 minutes, each language less than 1 minute, and two people speaking, and every time before he speak a language, then they make a new edit to say the few sentences in that language, and then you say that he think he's legit and all this bullshit. Just some fucking idiots, man. And he did not respond me. The clown also did not respond to other people, but I showed you on the Spanish video he responded to one of them. But I wonder why he didn't respond when I tell him that. Why he asked, like I'm asking him a question, like I'm asking him why did you say they're legit, and also in the other video I'm telling him that are you fake when you pretend to speak Spanish like that or pretend to be fluent in Spanish. So I'm actually asking him a question. So why he's not responding? Because the other people are just making normal comments. And let's take a look on the Spanish one. This one here, how I became fluent in Spanish in less than 2 years, or was it the Duolingo? I think it was the Duolingo, maybe the one where he speak in Spanish. I think this one, intente aprender catalán en Duolingo pero me exploto. I think this one here, where he pretend that he actually speak the language. Well, let's take a fast look on this video here also, maybe. How I became fluent in Spanish in less than 2 years. Yeah, I think you're full of bullshit. Then you say something about what is fluency, when can you say you're fluent, and all this bullshit nonsense.
A language effectively, but it just cannot be overstated. Because in real life, anything can happen. Anyone can. Speaking with my friend from Spain. Learning Spanish as a second language is an extremely confusing process, and there's lots of resources on the internet that can point you towards grammar concepts you need to know, or vocab that you need to learn, or the 30 most common verbs that you need to know and their conjugations. But I don't often see very realistic stories about how people actually learned Spanish, like the day-to-day, what was the very honest look at their progress over a given amount of time. And so in this video, I want to just try and todos que viven ahí solo hablan inglés y cuando yo as possible. Algo que quiero decir antes de I want to just try and
edit, you clown. Edit, you clown. Edit, and before he speaks in Spanish, then look to the left side to read his script from his computer. He look to his computer on the left side to read his script just before he will edit now.
Tell the story of how I learned Spanish. It took me about 2 years, and I just want to be as as dry and as realistic and honest as possible.
Edit there.
Algo que quiero decir antes de continuar es que mis padres, I just want to be as dry and as realistic and honest as possible.
Honest. So when you say that this polyglot who pretend to speak 16 languages, two people speaking 16 languages in 13 minutes, that they're legit, that's being honest, and you saying that you became fluent in Spanish in less than 2 years is being honest, I think you're full of bullshit, man.
Algo
Okay, the edit was there around 42 or 43 seconds.
as dry and as realistic and honest as possible.
There. Look, where is the play button now? And the next button. He's looking to the camera now. Open eyes, closed mouth. The play button on his chin on the left side, near from his ear. And the next button on the right side of his chin, near from his mustache there. Then look here now. You see, suddenly his head shake to the right side and his eyes are closed. Because he edit, because he look and read those few things that he will say in Spanish. He edit to look and read his script, pretending to be fluent and high level in Spanish.
Algo que quiero decir antes de continuar es que mis padres solo hablan inglés. Mis abuelos solo...
Edit, you fake clown. And it looks like you're looking down and reading a script. Looking down and reading a script, pretending to be fluent in Spanish in less than 2 years. Looking down and reading a script, pretending to be fluent in Spanish in less than 2 years, and there were 2 edits in 2 seconds. Or in the same second, look here. No, it's like around 42 and again around 46. So after 3-4 seconds, there's another edit.
Algo que quiero decir antes de continuar es que mis padres solo hablan inglés.
See, after he finished saying the sentence, he looked before when he made the edit, he looked and read one sentence or few sentences, then he said those few sentences, then now he finished saying those few sentences, then he need to look and read his script again, then he will edit again. Look here now, the play button there on the left side of his chin again, and the next button on the right side of his chin, and he's looking to the camera, and you can see his hands there down, you can see his fingers and hands there down. Look, where's the play button and where's the next button? Then look here now. Look very good now. You see, suddenly his head shake down. His head was to the front, totally looking to the front. His eyes were looking to the front. In less than a second, his eyes are looking down. And he was looking down and reading for a longer time, but he edit and cut it out. Every 2, 3, 4 seconds there's an edit because you look and read your script. Looking down and reading your script. Looking down and reading a script. Then look to the left side to read his script also from his computer on the left side. I think there was an edit there. Then look to the left side again to his computer on the left side to read his script in Spanish, pretending to become fluent in Spanish in 2 years or less than 2 years.
Casi todos que viven ahí solo hablan inglés y cuando yo crecí
I think he looked to the right side also, but it was not so clear there. It happened very fast.
Casi todos que viven ahí solo hablan inglés.
See there, he also looked to the right side to read his script on the right side. And you can see there's some light there in the glasses, some lighting. I think it's the reflection from the computer screen. I think it's the reflection from the computer screen there on the right side of his glasses. Looking to the right side and reading a script.
Yo crecí.
You can see the reflection from the computer screen there, the light. There's some lighting on his glasses. It's the reflection from the computer screen.
Ahí, pues.
See there, he looked to the right side to read from his computer screen on the right side. Looking to the right side, reading from your script.
El inglés.
Then you also look to the script on the left side. Because you have more than one screen, you have like 2 or 3 screens or something. Now he looked to the left side to read from his script on the left side.
Era el idioma principal. Y si yo puedo
edit, you fix shit.
pues el inglés era el idioma.
There'll come an edit here now. There'll come some shaking here now. There'll be an edit here now. Look, the play button there on the left side. The play button on the left side of his chin, just under his ear, and the next button beside of his mustache. Look very good now. And he's looking to the camera there. Look here now. He's looking to the front in the camera. Open eyes. The play button under his ear, and the next button beside of his mustache. And look here now. I think there'll come some shaking and edit here. Maybe it will be here. See, he shake. You see his head shake a little bit up. His head shake a little bit up, and suddenly his mouth open.
Y si yo puedo hacerlo, si yo puedo aprender,
And I think they're like 2-3 edits after each other.
yo puedo alcanzar.
Then look to left side to read his script.
Principal. Y si yo
You see there's some shaking there. Also, you can see his fingers are very blurry. His fingers are very blurry. There was some edit and some shaking.
puedo hacerlo, si yo puedo aprender, yo puedo.
See, then he looked to left side to read from his script. He moved his hands like this so people will look at his hands and not notice. Looking to left side and reading from your script. Looking to left side and reading from your script. Doing your polyglot techniques, shaking your hands around, moving your hands around like this and your arms. Then look to left side at the same time to read his script from his computer screen.
Alcanzar la
Yeah, just some faking shit, man.
fluidez en el español.
I think there was some edit there, and then he also looked to left side, a little bit to left side there, to his computer screen.
Tú también puedes hacerlo.
There was some faking shit. Speaking for a few seconds and full of edits. Only speaking for like 20 seconds or something and full of edits. Like how long time did he speak from?
Actually learned Spanish, like the day to day. What was the very honest look at their progress over a given amount of time? And so in this video, I want to just try and tell the story of how I learned Spanish. It took me about 2 years, and I just want to be as dry and as realistic and honest as possible.
Yeah, all of you liars say that you're honest. See here from 43 seconds. He start to speak from 43 seconds. Look the time of the video, 0:43. And until what time he will speak? Okay, I post the video because there was some annoying YouTube ads. Just look again here. He started around 43 seconds. Then until what time?
Idioma principal. Y si
Edit, shaking.
yo puedo hacerlo, si yo puedo aprender, yo puedo alcanzar la fluidez en el español. Tú también puedes hacerlo.
From 43 seconds until 1 minute and 4 seconds. Only for 21 seconds. 21 seconds speaking in Spanish, but the whole time he looked to his script and editing. Looking to the right side or to left side, looking down to read his script and editing. Only 21 seconds. Just some bullshit.
Okay, so in the spirit of being as honest and realistic as possible, if we are being honest with ourselves, you will never be able to learn a language if you don't have some sort of intrinsic motivation to do it. For me personally, I started learning Spanish when I was 17, sort of towards the tail end of high school. And
Yeah. You just tell his bullshit story about that he learned some Spanish in high school, because I watched this little bit from this video before. He will say he learned some Spanish from high school, then he learned some Spanish also from a Spanish friend, and then he go and work in some Tex-Mex or whatever, or Mex-Tex, whatever shit, and then he had some people working with him who could speak Spanish and all this bullshit nonsense.
the God intense curiosity speaking Spanish, and just from a young age, I remember being so curious. Intro to grammar and how to conjugate verbs and things in this video, because the reality here from Spain, an hour a day, where essentially confused. If there's one very honest piece of advice I could give if you're starting at point zero of learning Spanish, a restaurant, all the way to the other end of the spectrum, I was feeling pretty big. I was feeling like I knew topics just come and go super fast. That is...
blah, 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 bullshit with you, man. I think he will speak Spanish in this video also, this one here. This one here. And he will just show himself in a small video while he playing Duolingo Spanish or Catalan. Just some bullshit nonsense where he played Duolingo in Spanish Catalan, pretending that he can speak the language. And maybe he did learn some Spanish, but I don't think he's fluent high level. And if somehow he's fluent high level, then he did not become fluent high level in less than 2 years. Because he said that he became fluent in Spanish in less than 2 years. I think that is bullshit.
Vamos a adivinar.
At the same time he do like this, he can have some script also beside of this. Like he show us this screen here, but you don't know if he's looking at some script and speaking also, or like reading something in Spanish, because he will speak, I think he will say more things than what is on the screen, pretending that he know more than what is on the screen there. Also there's some edits.
No, la verdad que no sé. Vamos a fallar para decir dónde he visto.
You can see it's many edits. He showed the screen there, then he show himself, then he show the screen there, then he show himself. And even when he show himself and the screen same time, there are also some editing.
Tiene, Japón, no sé, on. No, la verdad que no sé. Vamos a...
I think there'll be some edit here, but I don't know if I can show it when he's in the small screen. It's not so easy.
Fallar.
There was some shaking there. He was a little bit behind and suddenly became more near from the camera.
No, la verdad que no sé. Vamos a...
Okay, let's try to zoom in here so it's easier to see. I'll try to show you the edit here. Look, now he's far from the camera and looks like he's looking to the left side there to read from his script. Before he was looking to the front. He wants to say that this Duolingo screen is in front of him. Then why he looked there to the right side is because I think he look and read something there. I think he look and read something there on the right side. Look here now. You can see he's far from the camera, and this next button on his chin, next button on his mouse under his chin like this, and he's far from the camera. Then look here now. Do you see now? Now he's far from the camera. Suddenly I think he will become near from the camera and looking in the camera. Look here now. Look now, he's far from the camera. Look now. Look now. He's far from the camera. See, suddenly he became very near from the camera. In less than a second, he became very near from the camera, and the whole video is full of edits. And he pretends that he can speak Spanish on high level, but he's just faking it. You can see it's many edits. He was near, far like this. Look here. You can see now he's far in the small screen. Now it's far in the small screen. Then look here now. Suddenly he made the screen more near. He make a lot of editing. And in the whole video he keeps speaking in Spanish. And I think some of the time he's not, like, he will not only read what is in the Duolingo, he will also say other things in Spanish. And when people see him that he's speaking in Spanish the whole time, then people think, oh, he's good and high level in Spanish and fluent in Spanish. But I think he's just reading from a script, and I showed you the video have some editing also in the video.
El idioma de hoy. Vamos a aprender el catalán en Duolingo.
See, he pretend that he can speak Spanish and fluent in Spanish, but he's just reading from a script and editing.
Han dicho que aprender el catalán cuando ya sabes español es más o menos fácil. O sea que cuánto difícil puede ser.
Yeah, just some bullshit, fake bullshit, man.
Idioma de hoy. Vamos a aprender el catalán en Duolingo.
Look there, he was looking to left side and reading from his script. You can see there. He was looking to left side and reading from his script. You have some script on the left side that he's reading from. Also have this headset on. I don't know if he's listening to some podcast or something in the headset, how to pronounce it also. He's looking to left side and reading from his script.
Han dicho que
Look, the whole time he's looking to left side and reading from his script.
aprender el catalán cuando ya sabes español
Yeah, just some fake shit, man.
es más o menos fácil.
He's looking to left side the whole time and reading, and the video also have some editing.
O sea que
He's looking to left side and reading his script, and also he will read the things. He will read the things that is in this one, that he can choose the different things. But same time, I think he also saying other things that is not there and pretending that he actually know how to speak the language.
cuánto difícil puede ser.
Si us plau.
Si us plau. Es que no puedo con esta palabra. Oh, ya sé que hice.
Llet amb sucre, gràcies.
Just some bullshit nonsense. He's just playing the game, this Duolingo game, pretending that he can speak Spanish and high level in Spanish, and he's just full of bullshit, man. So what do I think about this guy? I'm not 100% sure if he is part of the language learning scam community, or if he just want to be, or maybe he want to be one of them, or what his plan is. Does he really want to tell the truth? He said that he's honest and want to be honest, and he want to be honest about his language learning, and want to be honest about if the polyglot YouTubers are fake or not. But is he really honest? I'm not really sure about that. I have a feeling that he's full of bullshit, and I don't really think that he became fluent high level in Spanish in less than 2 years. It takes much longer time. You can become an okay level in 2 years practicing Spanish, but maybe not really from Duolingo only. But you can become a good level, maybe some conversational level, that you can make some conversation in Spanish, but you not really become fluent high level in less than 2 years. And you say you want to expose the fake polyglot YouTubers, but at the same time he say that this guy there, Emmanuel or whatever his name was, that say that he's a hyper polyglot and can speak 16 languages in less than 13 minutes, and then they'll just edit the video. This Emmanuel that he showed that he will speak 16 languages in less than 13 minutes or 30 minutes and 20 seconds. Every language less than 1 minute, and there are 2 people speaking, and also they'll make many recordings. They'll make one recording for every language. Like for example, they will speak in Spanish or Portuguese, then they'll make one video speaking in Portuguese, that these 2 guys will say few sentences to each other in Portuguese for less than 1 minute or 1 minute or something. Then they will stop the recording, then they will read their script to speak in Italian or German or some other language. Then they will read the script to say few sentences in another language. Then they start the recording, record for 1 minute or 50 seconds or something. Then after they say few sentences, they will stop the recording. Then they will read their script in another language. Then they'll start the recording, and then again they will stand in front of each other making some fake conversation that they practiced and say few sentences for less than a minute. Then they will stop the recording, then another language. They keep doing like this with all 16 languages. It's just some fake bullshit. And then this guy will say he thinks it's legit and all this bullshit. So I think, I'm not 100% sure, but how it looks like for me is that he's already friends with those people from the language learning scam community, and then he want to do like this, pretending that he's exposing the fake polyglot. Then he will actually say that they're legit, and this way he will help them. And if he's not already part of the language learning scam community, then maybe he was thinking like, oh, I can do same like the polyglot YouTubers and those people and make some videos pretending that I learned Spanish in less than 2 years and that I practice also Duolingo in Polish and Portuguese, that I practice in different languages. Then after some time he will say that he can also speak Portuguese and he can also speak Polish. Then it will be 4 languages. Then after that he will say he will practice maybe Italian or German or some other languages. Then he will add more languages, pretending to speak more languages. And then he was thinking like, oh, how can I get even more viewers and more subscribers, or how can I get more attention to myself? How can he get more attention? Then he will make some video saying that he's exposing the fake polyglot YouTubers, but same time he will actually defend them and say this person is legit, who say he can speak 16 languages. He will say he's legit and that it's real. Then maybe those people from the polyglot scammer community will come to his channel and support him, because he support them also. Because when he do like this, then he support the scammers by saying that they're legit. And when he do like that, then the scammers will come and support him also. And maybe after some time he will also make videos with them or something. Like, for me it looks like he is one of them, or want to be one of them, one of the people from the language learning scam community, one of those fake people. And I think his Spanish also is fake. Maybe he did practice some Spanish or know some Spanish, but I think he's fake. And also the bigger problem here is that this guy here, it looks like he's doing same like Metatrans Academy and Language Jones. And this is the big problem. I think this is something new. This is something new that I've been thinking about, and I also already say it, but I think now more and more channels will do like this. Because before I was telling that, oh, those language learning channels, some of them, and the polyglot YouTubers are helping each other to make people believe that they can speak those languages by making some fake edited videos together, or by confirming that they can speak those languages. Same like this guy who commented his video. The one who said that he can speak Russian, even I think he's not fluent in Russian. He will make a channel where he makes some videos saying that Luca Lampriello is good in Russian. He will say that some of the other polyglots are good in Russian. Then people will believe in that when they see that. But because I already mentioned that on my channel, that there's some people making some channels to support the polyglot YouTubers by saying that they can speak the languages, then this is their new way to fool people. This is the new way from the language learning scam community to fool people, by making some YouTubers pretending that they're exposing the fake polyglot YouTubers. Then people will think that they really want to expose them. Then when they will say that, oh no, this polyglot is real, or this hyper polyglot is real, it looks like he's real, he can really speak 16 languages, even if he cannot speak all of them fluently, but he still believes that he can speak 16 languages and he's legit, then people will think, oh yeah, it's real. And then when he pretend that, oh, it's very difficult to fake a language, end of the video he'll pretend like, oh, it's very difficult to fake speaking a language that you cannot speak. Then he keep like making some like that. Like it's very difficult for him. Then people will say, oh yeah, it's very difficult. So if it's very difficult to fake a language, then it means that those polyglot YouTubers who speak 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 or 100 languages, that is real, or that they can speak some of the language even if it's not high level. It means that they can still speak the language, because this guy here, he show that it's difficult to fake it. It's just bullshit. They can fake it. They practice the script and pronunciation for many days and many weeks, for many hours, to make it look very real and very convincing. And then he will say that if they say some things that is on a higher level and not just some beginner stuff, then if they speak on higher level, then it means that it's real. No, it doesn't mean that it's real just because they say some things on a higher level. It's just because they practice a script on a higher level. Same like you do in your Spanish. same like you do in your Spanish, pretending to be fluent, high level in Spanish. You're also doing that. You practice a script in Spanish on high level, reading from the script and editing your Spanish videos, pretending that you are good in Spanish. And I'm sure you do also the same with the Portuguese and the Polish and like this, that will make it look like you can speak the languages or know something from the languages. You also do like this with the Portuguese, but I don't need to waste my time showing it. Also in the Portuguese, he also makes some editing and reading from a script. Same time he played Duolingo and want to make it look like he is good at the language or becoming good at the language. You can still fake it even if you read a script on a high level. Like, you're just bullshit. And this is the new thing that those scammers here, or those people supporting the scammers, they'll make some videos pretending that they're exposing the polyglot YouTubers, but then they will actually defend them and say like, oh, they look legit and they can really speak the languages, even if not all of them is fluent, but they can still speak them. No, they cannot speak them. They're just bullshit. If they can speak anything of them, then maybe they can speak 1 or 2 or 3 languages, and then the rest is fake. They cannot speak 10 or 14 or 15 or 20 or 50 or 100. They can speak 1 or 2, maybe 3 languages, and the rest is fake, not even high level or anything. And if they know something, beginner stuff, then maybe in 1 or 2 or 3 languages, and then the rest is totally fake. And this is the new thing, that those kind of people here, they'll keep making more channels. I think they're going to make more channels, and maybe there are other channels that I did not see yet. Maybe there are even more channels that I did not notice yet. So this is the new thing those people are doing from the language learning scam community, that some YouTubers like this guy here and Language Jones and Metatrans Academy, they'll make some videos saying that they want to expose the fake polyglot YouTubers, and then after they will actually defend them and say some of them are real. Just some bullshit. Same like this Metatrans Academy. He pretend that he want to expose the fake polyglot YouTubers. Then he will make a video about this guy here from Golurmi Languages. Then he will say that he's real and legit. Even he's totally fake and a scammer and a liar. Same like all the polyglot YouTubers. Then this Metatrans Academy will say that he's legit. And he would tell that, oh, his Italian is incredible and he's good in the languages. And he will tell people to subscribe to him and like him. And he will also subscribe to him and like his video. And the same with Ollie Richards. He will also say that Ollie Richards is real. They're just some scammers pretending that they want to expose the fake polyglot YouTubers, but in reality, they will defend them. And also his language simp. He make fun of the polyglot YouTubers, but in reality, he is one of them and one of those people from the language learning scam community. And the same here with this Language Jones. This Language Jones also pretend that he want to expose the fake polyglot YouTubers, but then he will say that Luca Lampriello is real and Nathaniel Dero is real, and he will say some other guy who can speak 50 or 70 plus languages is real. If YouTube polyglots were honest, yeah, he's supporting the scammers. And this guy will also say that this Metatrans Academy will say that this polyglot there is also real. And he will say that Ollie Richards is real. They're just some scammers supporting scammers. They're scammers supporting scammers. All of them are liars and scammers supporting other scammers, pretending that they want to expose the fake polyglot YouTubers, but in reality, they are part of this language learning scam community, and in reality, they just want to defend them. Same like this channel here, Language Jones. He will also make some videos saying our polyglot's personality is different in each language. C2 polyglot is probably a lie. Here's why. And he'll make some video saying that he's want to expose the fake polyglot YouTubers, but in reality, they will defend them. He also have this video here exposing fake polyglots, warning signs and red flags, pretending that he is actually exposing the polyglot YouTubers or want to expose them. Look here, he have some video here saying, this one here, top 10 fake polyglot tricks exposed, you won't believe, number 3 or something like that. They pretend that they're exposing the fake polyglot YouTubers, but in reality they are defending them or defending some of them. And this one, why I hate the term polyglot, and you should too. This video here, like he say he want to expose the fake polyglot YouTubers, and then in this video here he will say I mentioned in a positive light Luca Lampriello, whose channel is here. I also mentioned Nathaniel Draw, whose channel is here. Then he will also mention another polyglot or fake polyglot who say he can speak 50 or 70 languages. Then he will say all those people are real. He will say Luca Lampriello is real and Nathaniel Draw is real. And he will say the other polyglot who pretend to speak 50 or 70 languages is real. They pretend that they want to expose the fake polyglot YouTubers. And then after they will say some of them are real. So people will actually think, oh, those polyglots are real. They just pretend they want to expose them. And then when they make some videos talking about them, then they'll say, oh, it looks like it's real. He's very convincing, this polyglot. This polyglot, he sounds very convincing. Yeah, this is legit, this is real. This polyglot is real. They're scammers supporting scammers. They're liars and scammers supporting liars and scammers. And this is the new thing that they're doing. And I think they'll make more channels like this. And after that, they will come up with new ideas. They will keep coming up with new ideas how to make people believe in them. They will keep coming up with new ideas how to make people believe in them. And now they'll say, oh, now they will say, oh, it was this other guy I showed before. He say, oh, like you say, maybe he'll just say, oh, I'm just practicing Duolingo. Maybe if anyone will say something, they'll just say, I'm just practicing Duolingo. Yeah, you're practicing Duolingo, but same time, you will practice Duolingo in many languages, pretending that you know those languages. And then this guy here, Language Jones, will make some videos talking about different languages. Then when you talk about Russian language and Farsi and French and Arabic and Hebrew and Spanish and many different languages, then in the same videos he will pretend that he actually can speak the languages or he know a lot about the languages, and then he will say that he call himself a linguophile or linguistic. Then people will think, oh no, he's just a linguistic, he's just interested in languages. But same time, many people will think that, oh, he can actually speak those languages. They will just keep doing it in a different way. Or they will say like if you expose them and show they're fake, then they will say, oh yeah, maybe this guy is not fluent in all the languages. Maybe he's fluent in some of them and the other languages, he's just conversational. Even they cannot speak any of the languages, then they'll say, oh, maybe they're fluent in some of them and conversational in some of the other languages. When I made those videos showing that Metatrans Academy is totally fake, then some of those people supporting him, they will say, no, he's not fake. And then some people respond me and say, maybe the Chinese is fake and the Greek is fake, or maybe the Japanese, but he can speak the other languages. So just because the Chinese did not look convincing and the Greek did not look convincing and some of the languages did not look convincing, then they'll say, maybe he cannot speak those languages, but he can still speak them at a okay level, but the other languages he's fluent. They will keep making lies. They will keep trying to defend their lies in so many ways, and they will keep making so many different channels and making so many different kind of videos. They will make so many things to try to defend this lie. It's all a big lie and a big scam, and they will keep making so many ways to try to defend this scam. So the best thing to do, don't watch those kind of people here who pretend to speak many languages and who just bullshitting you. And what do you want from this kind of shit? Like, if there's some person who makes some videos saying like, oh, look at me, I can speak English, Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, Russian, German, Arabic, Hindi. If they keep making many languages they can speak and many videos in those languages, what do you want from that? Like, why you want to watch it? then people say, oh, it's interesting or whatever. If you're interested in learning a language, go watch a YouTuber who make language learning videos in that language, or go practice by yourself on Duolingo. But don't go practice on Duolingo, then make some YouTube videos practicing 10 languages on Duolingo, pretending that you can speak 10 languages. No, just go practice for yourself without making some bullshit videos about it. If you're interested in languages or language learning, then go watch something useful about it. Don't go watch those kind of clowns here, because they'll keep making up some lies, pretending that this is real. And they'll just keep making lies. Like, they will make so many lies about this. Every time, if me or someone else will tell the truth about them, then they'll make 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 or 1000 different YouTube channels with other people defending this scam. They will do anything to defend this scam because they're making money from this scam. They're making thousands of dollars or even millions of dollars for this scam. So they will keep making many people working with them, or who want to be same like them. Some other people who want to become scammers same like them and think, oh, this is an easy way to make money. It's an easy way to make thousands of dollars or millions of dollars from making some fake videos pretending to speak some languages they cannot speak. Then those people will defend this and same time make some videos and saying what I'm telling is not true. And people who say something about the fake polyglots are the one who's lying. And those people are not fake, and they can really speak 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 languages, and they look convincing and all this bullshit. They will keep making so many videos to defend this kind of lie. And now they also make some videos where they say that something about that there's some professors that say that, oh, now there's a new way of learning languages, a new way that you can learn a language much faster and very fast. And then they will make some convincing videos making people think that it's real. They'll say, oh, it's real. You can really learn many languages very fast and it's real. I'll show you now. I think I'll show you now fast what I'm talking about. Look here. This is what I'm talking about. Look here. On this channel here, for example, and they put it now on many polyglot YouTubers channels because they want people to believe that they can really speak 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 or 1 million languages. Then they'll put some bullshit on their channel like this. Look here. Language professor unlocks 100 year of learning method. Look here on the thumbnail. 15 minutes is enough for any language. And also here, I only use apps that have this, blah, blah. 3 apps that might actually make you fluent. Then look here, why you never learned a second language in school. And then on the thumbnail, schools can't teach you language. And there, here, look, this is how I became a polyglot. 5 simple habits that made me fluent in 9 languages. And look here, the Roman vocab method was incredible. Ancient language learning destroys modern methods. Can really learn a language without doing this. More vocab, less grammar. They will make some videos saying that, oh, there's some special methods that will make you speak languages much faster and become fluent much faster. Modern language learning is a scam on the thumbnail. Why modern humans suck at language learning or languages? Look here on the thumbnail picture, modern language learning is a scam. They will make some videos and pretend that those people are actually language professors when they're scammers working with them. Those people are scammers working with them and liars working with them that they make videos with. Then they'll say those people are language professors, and those professors, now they have found some way that you can become fluent in a language very fast. That's why the polyglot YouTubers can speak 10 or 20 languages or 50 or 100 languages, because they found some special way that they can learn every language in few months or in half year or whatever. They will make so many videos making so many lies and make so many channels making so many lies to make people believe in their bullshit. Also, this channel here, he make the same kind of lies, same like on this channel, on the channel of Learning Languages, this Luis Talagrand here. Then he makes some video here with someone saying that he became fluent in Japanese in 2 years. Fluent Japanese in 2 years. John in Japan. and I'm very sure he did not become fluent in 2 years, maybe just learned few beginner stuff. They're all scammers working together. It's a big scam community working together. This guy who pretend that he became fluent in Japanese in 2 years is just full of bullshit. And his first video on his channel was like 8 months ago. His first video on his channel 8 months ago. Then you pretend that he became fluent in Japanese in just 2 years. They are all bullshitting people and just faking it. Making some edited videos, reading from a script, pretending that they're high level in some languages that they cannot speak or only know very little beginner stuff in the language. They are all scammers working together to fool and scam people. Look here, this one. He pinned the comment of the other liar and scammer. Louis, thanks for having me. I really enjoyed our conversation. Yeah, you really enjoyed that you now can try to fool people and scam people. They're all liars trying to fool people. And also this Louis Tralagrand there from this channel here, we also pretend that he learned languages very fast or something. And look here, this Polyglot Guillermo reveals how he learns languages. You don't need to move to the country. Yeah, bullshit with you, all of you scammer shit, man. Pronunciation professor is going to make you more fluent. Yeah, bullshit. Vocabulary professor. Yeah, look here. Pronunciation professor, vocabulary professor, language researcher, professor. All of them are scammers. They pretend that they're professors. Language researcher, professor, learning expert. All of those people, they're working together with the scammers, saying that there's some special methods, and if you use those special methods, then you can become fluent or high level in a language very fast. They're all some liars. Input for language learning professor Paul Nation. Learn a language through input. Luca Lampriello, how to learn languages. Fluent in Japanese in 2 years. This John in Japan. Then here also with this Lamo from Days and Words, or Days of French and Swedish, or Days of Faking and Scamming. How to learn a language in 1 year. Yeah, bullshit with you. Learn a language in 1 year. They'll say you can learn languages very fast. They're all scammers working together. And also this one here, this Veronica Mark. She also have videos with Steve Kaufman, and with this language come up, the other fake scammers. They're all working together in this language learning scam community. Speaking a foreign language with a native accent. Yeah, bullshit. Lamo from Days and Words, how to learn a language. And this guy, he will also pretend that he can speak many languages and learn many languages fast, and he used some different language learning apps and making commercial for them. It's all a big scam and a big lie, and they will keep making ways how they can fool people and scam people. Even if me or other people expose them and show they're fake, then they will come up with some lies like, oh no, we can still speak the languages, or we can still speak some of them, or we are not, maybe we're not fluent, but we are still good level, or we are conversational fluent, we're conversational fluent, or same like this Oli Richard, when he made some video saying something about if the polyglot YouTubers are fake or not, then he say there's some test, and that he is take this pop test, like pop test fluency nonsense. If you watch the channel about Oli, if you watch the channel of Oli Richard or the video made of Oli Richards, they're just some bullshit people. And he make about many different languages. This guy, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, German, French. He make many different languages, pretending that he can speak all those languages, and then how I learned English and bullshit and nonsense. They're all scammers and pretending that they learn many languages and became fluent and high level in many languages, and they can do it very fast, and that there are some special methods to become fluent very fast. And they will keep making a lot of videos how to fool people and how to scam people. They will make many ways to lie to people and fool people. Like, even if I show that they're fake, they will still make up some lies why they're not fake and why they can still speak many languages and why they're still real. They will still make up a lot of bullshit because they make money from this scam, a lot of money. They make thousands or millions of dollars from this scam, especially when they do it for many years. Like someone like Steve Kaufman or Luca Lampariello or Richard Simcott or Lindy Botez or Ikena or other of those people that are doing this for more than 10 years or 15 years. In all those years, they make many thousands every year. So in all those years, they have made millions of dollars. And also Xiaonik and other and Lawushu before. All those scammers, they do it for many years, making thousands of dollars every month and millions of dollars. They're scamming people and they will make so many lies to make people think that this is real. They will make up some lies about, oh, there's some professors who say that you can learn languages very fast. And because we follow, they'll say because they follow those methods, that's why they can learn languages very fast and they can speak only 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 or 100 languages. They will keep making so many lies and making so many channels and so many videos to defend their lies and scam. And so many people want to be part of this because there's so many shit humans in the world. There's so many disgusting piece of shit trash humans in the world who think that it's okay to just lie to people so they can make money. And they will think, oh, it's just a small lie. It's just a small lie. Or I did not tell them that I'm fluent. I'm just telling that I'm practice the language. Or I tell them I can speak the language. Oh, it's not a lie. I'm not doing something wrong. They will find so many excuses for lying to people and scamming people and fooling people. And they will make up so many videos to defend this scam. They will make so many channels and so many videos and so many ways to defend this scam to make it look like they're not doing something wrong and they're real and they're not fake. They'll make so many videos and so many channels to say that they're not fake and those polyglot YouTubers are not fake and they're real. And then they will say, I'm the one who's not telling the truth, or anyone who say that they're not real is the one who's not telling the truth. You are all scammers and liars. This is a big scam. And anyone who watch those kind of YouTubers, stop watching them. If you're interested in language learning, go find some books about language learning. Go find some teacher in that language. Go find some YouTubers who teach that language. Don't watch this kind of bullshit. Stop supporting those scammers and stop watching their bullshit. So that's it. And I want to say to people, be careful. This is a big lie and a big scam. They will keep finding ways to lie to you and fool you. Every time someone will show that they're fake and will show proof that they're fake, then they will come up with so many lies why they're not fake, and they will find so many ways that they can still scam people. They will suddenly say now I'm just practicing the languages, making some Omegle videos practicing the language, or making some VR chat practicing the language, or playing some Duolingo practicing the language. And or they will say that, oh, we're just having fun or entertainment. We just go out on the street surprising people speaking the language. They'll keep making so many excuses to make people still follow them and believe in their bullshit or support them. But they're scammers and liars, so stop supporting them and stop following them. Stop watching their channels. Stop subscribing to them and watching their videos. Don't support the scammers. Stop supporting them. Or they will make some channels saying that they're just linguistic and they're not polyglot or whatever. They will make so many bullshit excuses or find some ways that they can walk around so people will not think they're scammers or liars or fake. They'll keep finding so many ways to make people believe in them and follow them. It's a big scam community. So be careful and don't follow those people and stay away from those people because it's a big scam community. Even if you don't buy their products or don't pay them money, if you follow them and subscribe to their channels and watching their videos, then some other people who don't know that they're liars and scammers, when they can see those people have many subscribers and many viewers on their videos, then they will think that, oh, if so many people are subscribed to them and watching their channels, then they will think it's real. Then some other people will get scammed from them. So even because some people, they will say, oh, some people, they have those excuses that they think that it's still okay to watch them if they just watch them for entertainment or just interested to watch their videos. And they will say that, oh, we know it's not real, then it's not a problem, then we can still watch them because they cannot scam us because we know it's not real. Just because you know it's not real and they cannot scam you and you'll not spend money on them, it doesn't mean that it's correct or good or right to watch their channels and subscribing to them and watching their videos like that. Because when you do like this, if many people do like this and think, oh, it's okay, we can still subscribe to their channels and watch their channels. If many people do like this, then there's some other people who don't know that they're fake. When they see many people subscribing to them and watching their videos and writing some nice comments to them, then some people will believe that it's real, then some other people will get scammed. So even if you know that it's fake and not real and you watch them, then you're helping them that they can scam other people. So you should stop watching those people and stop supporting those scammers and liars. And also watching them is wrong because you help them by watching their videos and their channel. You help them when you watch their video and their channel, and also if you make some nice comments. So that's it. Goodbye and thank you. And be careful. Don't support the scammers and liars. Don't watch their videos. And that's it. Goodbye.